All right, so this isn't a camera vlog, and I definitely don't want to make this a camera specific channel. We do a lot of vlog content here, just family stuff, but also stuff with my video production work. And I run 4 YouTube channels, including this one, and a production company, so cameras are just a big part of my life. And if you've watched the last couple of vlogs, I recently got the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K, something that I'm super happy with so far. Haven't really done any professional work with it, just out testing it and editing footage with it and seeing how it works. But you might also know that I've talked about having the new Canon C70 as my next production camera. This is kind of a stopgap for me, but my next big camera purchase should be the Canon C70. With that, when they announced the C70, there's also rumors out about the C50, which is a little bit lower end of the C70, or so I thought. Now they've released some specs on the C50 and some renderings of what it might look like. Plus, there's talk about a C90. So let's jump into some of that because I've got some thoughts. All right, and first I have the news from the C90 pulled up. Let's talk really quickly about this, and then we'll get into the C50, which is one of the things I kind of wanted to rant about. They don't have any specs on the C90. All they're saying here is that the C90 is going to be a thing. So they're going to have the C50, the C70, the C90, and then it jumps into the C200, the C300, the C500, C700, and the C700FF, and that's going to be their new lineup of cinema cameras, and noticeably the C100 is completely off of that list. So there is going to be a better cinema camera than the C70, but should be smaller than the C200, and then of course the C50, which we're about to jump into. All right, now we're looking at the C50 news, and right away you might be able to see one of the things that irks me a little bit. So Canon's design for this is it's not compatible with what the C70 looks like. It's not going to be a handheld body kind of like the C70. It's going to be a more box style camera, which if you saw my video where I was discussing one of the reasons that I was not so sure about the C70, that I was looking at different cameras, including the Red Komodo, the Z-Cam. It's mainly because of that boxy configuration, that form factor. I really do like that style. I think it's better for a lot of the work that I'm going to be doing, where you can put it onto a gimbal, you can put it on to a tripod, you can hand hold it and still be decently comfortable, get a handle with the rosette on there. So now I see the C50 style, and I'm thinking maybe that's the camera that I want. It's what I was asking for. It's got that boxy style, but it has the RF mount. It's got affordable media in it. It's got built-in NDs in it. But you're still talking about a Super 35 sensor, which is okay. I'm fine with 4K, perfect with. C-Log 2 and 3, I'm good with. 10 stops of ND, I'm good with. RF mount, perfect. Internal recording 420 8-bit. Internal recording 420 8-bit. I mean, that's not horrible. It's the same as the C200. It's basically what I get out of an EOS R, which I'm filming this on right now, but it doesn't feel like an upgrade, where at least the C70, you're getting that 422 10-bit internal recording. This is only 420 8-bit. You can add an external recorder that will allow you to do 422 10-bit in HD, but not even in 4K. So it's definitely a lower end camera as far as specs, which I'm okay with because it's the C50, it's below the C70. But they changed the form factor in it to be the form factor that I wanted. So if they had the C70 in this boxy style with all the specs that it has, that's the one I would definitely get. But then they have the C50 in this boxy style, which I want out of my camera, but it doesn't have the specs that I want. So I'll probably still be getting the C70. It's right at the top end of what I would want to be paying for a new camera, so I don't see myself necessarily going for the C90, no matter what the specs of that thing is. But it would have definitely been nice to have the C70 specs in that more boxy style that they're putting the C50 in. And I'm still interested to see if Blackmagic is going to update their micro cinema camera, this thing right here that I've owned for a while and really like a lot, except for the menu interface. If they update this thing with a bigger box, like they updated the pocket camera, this is no longer a pocket camera. Well, this doesn't necessarily have to be a micro cinema camera. If they take the Pocket 6K sensor and they put it into a new micro cinema camera with a bigger box style of a system. I like the red Komodo that has a 2 battery solution on the back, so you get more record time. Keep it SD and CFast card for recording. Give it a screen on top with the nice menu systems from the pocket cameras, and a lot of the I/O that you get here is perfect. And that I really think would be kind of the perfect solution for what I'm looking for. But right now I'm still looking at that C70 as my next big purchase. And I'm still stuck on that mainly for those internal NDs, the dual pixel autofocus that you get out of it, and being able to use RF lenses on that camera, because I already own one RF lens and won't mind at all investing in more RF lenses. So again, just seeing the news and felt the need to rant, and that's what this vlog is really for, is me ranting. So that's what that's my thoughts on that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think about this slew of cameras that we have, with Canon changing the design of the C70 versus the C50, and what you think about those specs for the C50. Maybe it's still worth it. Again, leave comments down below. Let me know your thoughts. With that, thanks for watching, guys.